welcome. If this found you, I'm so excited for you, for us to have this moment together. I was driving and I noticed this magnolia tree and it spoke to me. I had to drive down, do a U-turn and come sit here. And it was just so perfect in the sense where beautiful tree, a table, like a little park. It's almost like it just said, come here. Let's sit, let's talk. And I trust that whoever is going to find this message, you are a special soul. You are very special. And I think too, you know this, and it brings up a lot of anger, but also relief at the same time, because you're so special. You've had to, and you still are, alchemizing a lot of karmic ties for your special gifts. And when I say special, I mean you're an ancient soul. You're an old soul. And this message with the magnolia tree is so on point because magnolias, apparently, I didn't know this until I felt nudged to look it up, but the magnolia tree is 90 million years old. 90 mil. I'm not kidding. 90 million. Isn't that insane? So it's the oldest flowering tree on the planet. So what this tells me is whoever I'm speaking to, this ain't your first rodeo here on planet Earth. You are so freaking tapped in. And right now, you're going through a lot of change. Heavy, heavy, heavy change. You might be feeling alone. You might be feeling confused. You might be feeling like an outcast. You might be, not talking to family and friends. You might be reprogramming a lot within you right now because you are building your version of stability. And the thing is, for you to build that, you needed to be deemed crazy by most people in your circle. And even society, right? Society loves to call the mystics crazy. But remember, you're 90 million years old. You ain't crazy. So yeah, you're going through a big recalibration, and it's a lot. It feels heavy. You definitely feel alone. Like whoever I'm tapping into, you feel very, very alone. But the magnolia tree is here to remind you of your strength. Keep persevering. It's always darkest before the dawn, right? And I know some of those cliche sayings can be like, it doesn't really take away the lingering fear, which at this point, your biggest mission has to become safe and rooted in uncertainty. So at this point, fear, you're understanding it's just a cloud. It doesn't define you. It's just, burping, confirmation. It's just data. And you know that your life is based on your energy and your thoughts. So the more you give energy to the fear, the more you're giving it value, but the more you can understand that these fears are just an illusion, you become safe in uncertainty. And that has been the big programming, right? Is feeling safe in the unknown. You are always guided for. You're always protected for. You are so tapped into the unseen. Like that is your safety shield right now. So trust everything that you're building and creating in the ether, in the 5D and beyond, because energy in the ether always becomes tangible. in 3D time, it takes a little bit of time, and that is, that's a thing. You don't really know when it's gonna hit, but don't lose hope. You are representing this quiet confidence. Keep going, keep being the alchemist that you are, and navigating your version of joy through time and space. It is going to ground down. You're on a precipice of something amazing. I can feel it. And we even have a pepper tree over here, and the pepper tree is all about protection. It's all about protection. It's all about independence. It's all about, also adaptability. Whoa, a leaf. Adaptability. Also, the pepper tree can survive through crazy heat waves, droughts. It's like so resilient in the sense where it's like, yeah, the 3D circumstances might rough it up a bit, but it's rooted as can be, and it trusts that it will be okay. So this message here is really to hold you as you're still navigating the uncertainty. You are building something that is true to you, and keep trusting it despite, your circumstances, despite what you can see on the outside, because your faith, your resilience to choose being a chain breaker, it is coming into form, right? You're taking energetic karma that needs to be alchemized, that is formless, right? You can't necessarily maybe see all of it. Maybe you can, right? Depending on, well, you can see it because it's connected to your karmic family systems, your karmic friend systems, karmic relationships with money. Like you can see it in the tangible world, right? But it's often energetic, right? So I guess to end, I'm just reminding you that you're really working with the formless, but everything formless does become form when it is watered, when it is loved, when it's nurtured. And you've been nurturing your inner garden, maybe what feels like for years, but again, time is quantum. It's not so much linear. Yes, it is here on planet Earth, it's linear, but when you live from the heart space, you live from a quantum field, and the 3D always catches up to the 5D. So I hope this gives you hope, because I'm really here to just be a messenger that your strength, your pain didn't happen in vain. You're turning your pain actually into your greatest purpose. Keep trusting the unknown. Keep trusting yourself above all, your intuition that you've been working so hard to cultivate a intimate language with. Your gut always knows, and I know it feels confusing right now, but I know that you also know the way. So whenever everything feels really loud on the outside, go outside, find a tree, sit down, breathe, because your breath is what's going to ground you into earth, which one of the biggest obstacles that we face as mystics is the fact that we're very cosmic, and we're meant to learn how to ground down the cosmic into the earth, right? We're very connected to the element of space, and it's a gift. But with every gift comes, a learning lesson. And for the mystics, we need to learn how to ground, the formless into a form, into a structure, into the 3D, based on who we are and not what other people are telling us to be. Because who we are in our quirks, in our weirdness, in our craziness, that is the key. That is what makes us so unique, what makes you so unique. And it's exactly that characteristic that others project onto you that makes you weird or unacceptable is what's actually going to be what guarantees your abundance. So keep going, keep trusting those inner nudges. You are safe in the unknown, and just know that me and this beautiful Magnolia tree, we love you. We love you very, very much. And here's the pepper tree. Okay, see you soon.